All right. Now, after all that research, you found all these different sources about your fact that you're trying to report to people, and you're like, you want to make sure that it's going to be something that they want to read. It's going to be something they want to see. It's going to be something they want to learn about. So instead of just writing about the facts, you're going to write about the significance of the facts. In order to do that, you've got to find them. What was important about the facts that you found on your topic? Let's say you were interested in World War II. You know there was a lot of different battles on both sides, and you're just starting to research World War II, and you find there was some significant battles that were won, there were some significant battles that were lost, and you found 3 battles that you thought were really interesting. You want to include those in your research report so people can find out a little bit more about maybe some of the victories that the United States had, if that's going to be your focus. You know that one of them was the Battle of Iwo Jima. And you see this very famous photograph. It's been reproduced many ways. These were the Marines up on top of the hill that were planting the United States flag to show that they'd captured the hill. And yes, that's all and good, but what is beyond the fact of that battle being won by the United States? What many writers tend to do is just write down the simple fact. The American victory at the island of Iwo Jima was an important victory. And they might list some statistics. There was this many people killed, there was this many people wounded. The battle raged on for so many days. There were a number of equipment that was lost. And they might list some important facts or details that are related to that fact, but they never really get to the significance of why that victory was an important victory. So instead of just starting your paragraph with the fact that it was an important victory, let me offer you this. The American victory at Iwo Jima was important because it became strategic as an air base for the Allies throughout the remainder of the war. The United States in particular launched a lot of its fighter pilots to support these Superfortress bombers, which became ultimately the single weapon dropping the atomic bomb on Japan that convinced them to surrender. That's pretty significant. This one was a crash landing at the site. They didn't take off from Iwo Jima, but they could land there if they needed to instead of crashing into the water. Had it not been for Iwo Jima, you could simply say that the atomic bomb drop on Japan may never have happened, or at least not as quickly as it did. That's significant. Well, you know I couldn't resist this. And of course, nor could I resist this. Yeah, here we go. Let's cut down that evil empire flag and kill some of these stormtroopers. Okay, never mind. What you guys are going to want to do for each of your facts is to find the significance in them. Yes, include the details. Speaking about Iwo Jima, the number of people that were casualties and all those other things are important. But the best thing that you can do for each of your facts is include their significance. And that can be done with perhaps a little more research if you didn't get that the very first time.